Okay, so now we'll be looking at the writing task one academic. Okay, and the task that you have done is here. Let me see, I think I've got the message from home. She thought that it's for the tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow,
Yes.
my off day. Okay, tomorrow will be no class.
So there will. Okay, sir.
Yeah, because I get only one day to.
Yes, sir.
You see, we all need a day off seriously from our work. Okay,
Yes.
right. So, but the 5, 6 days are enough. Okay, so the task one is this one, right? Let me see. The
Yes.
chart below shows what anthropology graduates from one university did after finishing their undergraduate degree course. Okay, this is the course some anthropology graduates from university did after finishing their undergraduate course. The table shows the salaries of the anthropologist in work after 5 years. This is the table, all right? So let me see if she had joined or not. No, not yet. I haven't accepted her. Okay, please start. Now, the pie chart depicts the anthropology graduates have done. What is this you have written here? The anthropology graduates have done what after completing their undergraduate courses?
What they have done.
What after completing their undergraduate courses?
Yes,
See,
sir.
the
This.
anthropology graduates
Uh,
have done what after completing their undergraduate
error.
courses? It doesn't make sense.
There, there is an error. What they have done after completing their undergraduate course.
We see what anthropology
What they
graduates
have
from one university did
done.
after finishing their undergraduate degree courses. So yeah, this is not. While the table illustrates, why do you have this one in another sentence? Why couldn't you just put a comma here? And while the table illustrates the stipends, stipend, not the stipend,
Yes, sir.
salary,
Salary. Synonym of salary stipends.
stipend.
Isn't.
Seriously?
Yes, sir.
No, 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 no. Actually, stipend is the benefit from the government the students get while they if they're getting if they have any scholarship for that.
No, sir.
That's
I
what.
have read it in commerce class, commerce subjects that
Mhm.
stipend is used for the salary.
Seriously.
So I think, yes, sir.
Okay, maybe
I
their
didn't.
contacts might be something else then.
I have read. I have read that salary is also known as a stipend.
What was the context of the stipend word?
During my post graduation
Yeah, the context of the word. I'm talking about the context.
graduation, have studied. I didn't get.
The context of the word stipend, the context. In which context did you use it in your graduation, or where they used it?
As a income tax. I remember that in the income tax subject I have
Mhm.
seen this word.
Okay, so I haven't read the accounts so far. Okay, if let me talk to you about this, the Indian government. When they give some benefits to the people who are student and they are getting some money from the government in the account, government call it stipend, not the salary.
Okay, sir.
Maybe in other
Should
countries,
I replace this word?
well, that's why I'm talking to you about it, because we are in India right now. Okay, maybe in other countries they call salary as a stipend, but they call it the government, Indian government, don't call it salary when they give this to the students who are studying. And I never heard any employer calling salary the stipend. Never heard anywhere, never seen anywhere written stipend instead of salary. Maybe they have talked about it. Maybe it is the synonym of salary, maybe, but I think the context should be different.
Okay.
While the table illustrates the stipends of these anthropologists, I think the spelling is mistake here. Spelling is wrong. Yeah, the spelling is wrong here. This is the wrong spelling. After
About
5 years in job. All right, okay. You can have both the sentence merged in one sentence, and you can make it a complex sentence. But okay, so let's talk about this later. In overall, in full-time work, graduates comprises the largest part of pie chart. Hmm. Graduates graduates in full-time work comprises the largest part of the pie chart. Or in full-time work graduates, they are only talking about the graduates here.
yes, sir. I
Yeah.
have mentioned graduate after comma that in full-time work, graduates comprises the largest part of the chart.
In full-time work, graduates comprises the largest part of pie chart. Let me go and take a look at it again. So graduates, hmm. Graduates, they are only talking about the graduates here.
Yes, sir.
Why did you say graduate comprises
I
the all of them has the graduates?
yes,
All
sir.
of them has the
But
graduates, and it seems to be it sounds like let me finish first, then you can explain your side. It sounds like
okay,
that they were talking about graduates, postgraduates, undergraduates, PhD holders, and then in the full-time work only graduates. In full-time work, graduates comprise the largest part of work, but in the other type of work, the maybe other type of postgraduates or maybe the undergraduates were in the highest proportion. It looks like
okay, sir.
it seems to be, maybe you are right, but it sounds like that they are not only talking about graduates, they are talking about the other as well.
Okay, sir. So,
Full-time.
should I place graduates in front of the full-time work?
So how the sentence
Where
gonna
they
be? Can you please tell me the sentence? Are you there?
graduates in full-time work
Mm-hmm.
comprises the largest part of the pie chart.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
The largest part of
There's a
pie chart.
mistake
Yeah, the
grammat
largest. Yeah.
grammatically, है ना?
Well, it's not a grammar mistake. I'm not going to say that it's a grammar mistake, but it sounds like that they were talking about graduates, undergraduates, postgraduates, and only graduates comprises the largest part of the full-time work, but the postgraduates and undergraduates were lesser in number in full-time work. Okay,
Yes,
but they
sir.
have divided it according to the full-time, the type of work. They have divided the pie
Yes, sir.
chart according to the type of work, but not based on the type of graduates, undergraduates, and postgraduates. So the largest part of the pie chart is comprised by the
Okay.
graduates who were in full-time work, or who were doing the full-time work,
Okay.
or who were attaining the full-time work. So now Okay, so then it sounds like that then these graduates were also in some other type of work as well, but in the different number.
Yes, sir.
Graduates in full-time work in higher in number, and then the other type of works graduates were in the lesser number. So we need to be seriously look into that one as well, but it's not that serious matter, seriously. But my job is to tell you everything, so I'm telling you, right?
Yes,
Okay, Pallavi, you just joined now. We were talking about the overview here. Okay, overall here. Okay, so Jyoti,
yes, sir.
again the class to you. Please tell us about the task one.
In the task one,
Mhm.
introduction will be the same as in the task two. First
Okay.
of all, you have to paraphrase the statement.
Okay, so this is the statement.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you need to paraphrase the
But
statement
there is
and
one one point should be noted that there is no opinion of
mhm.
your will be mentioned
Okay,
here.
okay, good, good. Yeah, tell us about it.
Opinion.
This is a general line Pallavi. We do not talk about this, okay? But the whole task one is based on this one, okay? See, we need to
Okay,
comprise,
sir.
we need to compare the information, we need to summarize the information wherever it's relevant, okay? Although we do not talk
Okay, sir.
about this on in our task one, all right?
Okay, sir. I got it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Then later, Jyoti.
After that, we have to give an overview of
Okay.
the
So this is the
task
overview. This is the
outline,
overview.
what have been. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. What is this? You have 100,000 a number in overall. Didn't I tell you yesterday that we do not have the number in overview?
I think um, it is a category, sir, not a data.
Category.
As you said that, yes, sir. As you said that years can be added in the overview.
Year.
So
Okay. So
here
why didn't you
I have
say
added the
instead
yes.
of putting the 100,000 number, $100,000 in that? Why didn't you say that higher salary? Yeah, higher salary, and then the average salary, lower salary, or less salary, or basic salary, and then the yeah, something like that.
Okay, sir.
Yep. Okay.
There
So
will be no data. Mathematical
try,
terms should be included in the
yeah,
overview.
try avoiding the
Isn't it?
data. Yeah, try avoiding the data. I would say try avoiding the data.
Okay, sir. Next time I will keep in mind.
Please continue. Please continue.
After that, we have to divide the
Okay, so
whole
I need tell me about the
task one.
overview first. How to write the overview? This is your pie chart and table chart. How did you pick the overview? Please tell us about it.
The main which changes you have seen, the greatest changes I have added in the overview. The greatest
Mhm.
changes which I have seen in the pie chart and as well
Mhm.
as in the table, I have
Mhm.
included these changes in the overview.
So what did you pick from the pie chart? This one
Yes, sir. This
and
only this one and from the table
on the table. So you
I
just
have
put you just picked only one data from the pie chart.
yes, sir.
Okay. On
After
the
that we
table,
I have
on the table side, below $50,000, these graduates do jobs about one tenth part of the graduates. Not good. This is data one tenth. Not a good thing to add the data.
yes, sir.
While in
Yes, sir.
category, of $100,000 above, more graduates engage in the job. This is okay. More graduates engage in the job, and then these.
Okay.
Now we need to talk about this. Okay.
I have
So tell me
included
about this
data.
first. This one first.
About what, sir?
About pie chart, the data that you picked from pie chart for your overview. Tell me about it.
I have added that in full-time work category,
Mm,
graduate comprises the largest part of the pie chart, that is
okay.
52%. But I
Yeah.
have mentioned
This one.
52% as you said
Right.
that
This
there
is the
is no.
portion. Right.
Yes, sir.
So uh, instead of writing the data, Pallavi, instead of writing the data, how we put it, that if you pick the data which is higher in weightage or which is lesser in weightage, or increasing or decreasing,
Okay,
or
sir.
showing the increasing trend or the decreasing trend, that how you pick it, but you do not write the data by itself. So instead of writing the 52% in overview, she wrote that full-time work is comprised
Okay.
by the higher number of graduates or largest proportion of graduates indulge into full-time work.
Yes.
So largest proportion of graduates indulge into full-time work. And if you go to the table now, Jyoti, please tell us about the data that you picked from the table and how did you put it there?
I, I have picked the least one salary and the
Mm-hmm.
highest one salary.
Mm-hmm.
That on the, if I talk about the least one salary, there is
Mm-hmm.
less number of graduates engaged.
Mm-hmm. This one.
And yes, sir.
Yeah. And then you pick this one.
Highest one. Yes, sir. They are about 50% um category. More graduates engage in the job of higher salary. Someone has come
Yeah, I'm sorry about it.
due to
Someone
which sir
came.
is not
Yeah,
responding.
very sorry. Okay, so this one here. So you picked this data and this data really good. Okay, there's nothing wrong in it.
Yes,
You pick the less data and the higher data for your overview.
yes.
Okay, so but the way you
But
put
I have
it,
mentioned
yeah, the
data.
way you put it is not a good way to put the data in your overview.
Okay, sir.
So how you could put it? Do you have any other way to put the data in your overview without writing the data itself? Jyoti, hello, you
As
there?
you aforementioned
Mhm.
that we
Okay,
can
so okay, let me tell you this. Okay, let me tell you this. Okay, okay, hello. Okay, so let's put it this way. The lesser number of students, lesser number of graduates uh, got the job with the lower salary or less salary, or and then the higher number of graduates were gaining the huge amount of salary, something like that. But instead of putting these numbers, you should put it this way,
okay, sir.
or the jobs which were giving the higher amount of salary were attained or were joined to by large number of graduates, whereas small number of graduates in the different sector were working with the lesser number of salary. Okay, there you are talking about less salary and higher salary, but without writing the salary.
Okay.
Okay, all right, let's talk about the para one now quickly. Okay, in pie chart, graduates about more than 50% engage in full-time work. Okay, so this data in one line, you wrote about this one, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me find another similar percentage of graduates can be seen in full-time postgraduate study and not known with 8%. What is this similar percentage of graduates can be seen in full-time graduate study?
These
What is
are the
this?
these are the two categories: full-time postgraduate study category and not known. These both comprises the same percentage.
How?
That is 8%.
Full-time postgraduate,
The-
full-time postgraduate and not
Yes, sir.
known were in the same category. Yeah, this one
Yes,
here.
sir.
Oh,
8%.
all right. Let me take a look at this one again, seriously. In full-time, in pie chart, graduates about more than 50% engaged in full-time work. Similar percentage of graduates can be seen in full-time postgraduate study and not known with 8%. Least percentage with 5% can be seen in case of those graduates who were doing both part-time work and postgraduate study. Okay, you have provided the data, but the comparison is really less. Really less.
What comparison will can I make in this
See,
pie
this is
chart?
the
Can you explain, sir?
52%. This is 52%. Okay, 52%
Yes, sir.
comprising 52% of the graduates were working full time in the same sentence. Now do not change the sentence. Whereas, so you put the comma, whereas the 48% working in the other five type of work. All right. Or if you want to put it this way, that this is so this will be, how much will that be? 15. So it will be, it is more than 4%. No, it is more than three times the addition of number of percentage of students who were in the full-time postgraduate study and not known. So this is, if you add this one 8% and this 8%, it is 16, and that is, it is three times. So more than three times the addition of postgraduate, full-time postgraduate study and not known students were working with the full-time work.
Okay, sir.
If you take a look at this one
That's
now,
comparison.
if you take a look at this one now, and this is here, this one part-time work, 15% were in the, if let me read your sentence here, where it is, a least percentage with 5% can be seen in case of those graduates who were doing both part-time work and postgraduate study. Okay, you did not pick the whole data, 5%.
So,
Mm. 15% here, 5, 8, 12, and 8%. If you take a look at this one here, 1/5 of the students were indulged into this one. What is this one? Unemployed and not known, if you want to put it this way. 1/5 of the students were working, were unemployed and had no information about them. 1/5 of the students were unemployed and
yes.
had no information, and there was no information about them, which is which is
Okay.
which is more than,
unemployed.
which is
Yes, sir.
5 times higher than the part-time worker. So this is which is whereas, however, is need to be used to compare the data. They have given the data to us. We need to compare it wherever we see the relevancy. Okay,
Yes, sir.
just giving the data won't work. You talk about this one 5%. You should compare it with something else, with some other data. We should compare it with some other data. Here we have 12%, 8%, 8%, 15%. If you put it this way, this is 20%, this is 20%.
Ye-
So this is
Yes,
1/5, this is 1/5. If you put
yes,
it
sir.
this way, 1/5 of the graduates were unemployed and and there was no information about the graduates, which is very similar to the number of graduates who were in the part-time work and part-time work plus postgraduate study. See, this data very similar.
Okay.
1/5, 1/5, 20%, 20%.
Yes, sir.
Try comparing wherever you see the relevancy. Just giving the data will not get us marks. So Pallavi, you see how to compare the data?
Okay, sir.
Okay, this one here. Okay, in table, freelance consultants category shows the, what is this, plateau trend? Means first it is increasing, then it gets constant with 40%. This is good.
Plateau.
This is the
Yes,
word
sir.
plateau trend that you used. First it was increasing, then it got constant 40%. Let me see if it was constant. Here, freelancing. Yeah, it increased, then it was constant. Yeah, good one. Seriously, this is good. Let me see if you have compared this one with the other one. In government sector, 50% graduates are doing jobs in the category of more than 100,000 salary. Private companies are showing zigzag trend. First, it is increasing with 15%, then reducing with 10%, and lastly with 5%. Okay, this is not how you should put it. This one is good. I thought you would be comparing the other two, but you did not. This is the way you put it. This is good.
Okay.
So in the same sentence, if you do not put the full stop here, just put a comma and then put some linker with the context. Okay, whereas, while, okay, however, you can use. All right, or if there's any similar data, you can
Okay.
use that one as well. So here it is. So comma, put the comma there, and then
Your voice is not audible, sir.
not now. Is it okay now? Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Your
Yep.
voice is breaking up.
Yeah, maybe internet connection. Very sorry about this. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir. Now it's
All right,
okay.
okay. So you see, this is a similar data. Freelancing
Yes,
consultants
sir.
and government sector had the same number of students for the uh, 25 to $50,000 and $50,000 to $75,000 category,
Yes, sir.
and then here this number dropped here 10% less graduates were working with the government sector, whereas 40% were in case of the freelancing consultants after 5 years. Okay, but then it changed again. This is 50 and this is 40. So the graduates who worked as a freelance consultant for the 100,000 salary for 40%, which is similar to the previous category, but then it showed the 10% increment in case of the government sector, or the 10% increment
The
can be
means,
seen in case of the government sector. So I was comparing these two.
yes,
If you want to
yes,
compare,
sir.
you can
You
compare
are
these two. If you
comparing
want to compare, you can compare.
vertically.
Comparing is really, really important. What I'm saying
Okay,
is
sir.
that the way
I
you
have compared it horizontally, but as you are said,
no,
saying
you can
that
compare it
the
horizontally as
comparison
well.
should be in vertically.
Yeah, you can compare it horizontally as well. I'm not saying that it should only be vertically. It can be horizontally. It can be vertically. It's up to you. And it can be both. Seriously. I'm picking the data like this and like this. And then I'm picking the data this
Yes,
way
sir.
as well. So I picked this data and this data, and I was comparing them by category. So I am picking the data horizontally and vertically both.
Okay, sir.
So what I'm doing here is that I picked these two category. You pick the category and you compare them. Okay, you can compare these three category at the same time,
Yes, sir.
right?
Okay.
Up to you. What I want you to do is to compare the data wherever you see the relevant. They have given the data to us. They don't want us to give them the data. They don't want us to represent the data. They want us to compare the data. Okay. Now, this sentence is really good. This first sentence is good. But instead of putting the full stop here, if you could put the comma here and then put whereas or however or while and then compare the same data, this one with the other one, then it would be amazing. Seriously. Then
Okay,
it would
sir.
be really good. You cannot finish with one category and then start with another one and then finish with that one and then start with the other one. No, then there would be no comparison.
There should be connectors.
Yeah, there should be connectors, of course. Wherever you see, and according to the context, there should be connectors. So, Pallavi, I think you should got the picture. You should have got the idea how to compare the data, right? I think we're not audible to her. All right. Okay. So, but okay. So Monday, we're gonna do the task one. We're going to do the live task one and then
Yes,
you're going to
sir.
compare the data and I'm going to type the task one.
Your voice is not clear, sir.
All right. Am I clear now?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
All right. So on Monday,
Yes,
you're going to do the task one and task
yes.
two. And if I get some time more on Monday, we're going to do the live task one as well. I want you to tell me how do you think of the data and how do you compare the data. Okay. Then I will be happy if you
ਲੱਗ ਰਹੀ
can
ਹੈ
compare the data. All right.
ਕੁੰਡਾ ਲਾ ਦੇ ਹਰਮਨ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ
Sir.
Okay, so you got the idea of this one? How to do this? How to do it? Hello?
Because I have seen a lot of mistake in this task.
Yeah, so you got the idea how to do this one?
Yes, sir.
Your task 2 is okay, but task 1 is still not up to the mark.
Yes, sir. Can
Okay.
I
So
do
thank you
again
so much. Yeah,
the
yeah, of
task?
course you can do it. Of course you can do it again. There's nothing wrong with that. So thank you so much for joining for this IELTS writing task one class.